there is an indication that there's something wrong. Women today, okay, they have learned to become very self-sufficient. They learn to stand up for themselves. It's become like, for example, for Barack Obama, a black man becoming president. These things are becoming normal, accepted parts of society. Man, I think that is awesome. I think everyone was created equal, but people are built differently. Women are built within their soul, within their mind, their heart. They have a maternal instinct. It's something that, when denied, uh, it only results in a feeling of unrest, that something's not quite right. And that doesn't mean that anyone is less than anyone else. I mean, I'm built with certain desires that, as a man, certain aspirations and goals and dreams, that probably differ from my female counterparts. I don't have a maternal instinct. Even though I'm a single father, that doesn't mean that I want to have more babies. Okay, but a lot of women, they have that maternal instinct and they have the desire to have children. The problem is that they can't find good partners. And it works both ways. Today's society is being raised believing that, by example, that relationships are temporary. That if things don't work out, you can throw them away and move on. The problem is you can't do that with children, and women know this. So they're looking to science and technology to help them meet their maternal needs. Not all of them, but many of them. Let's look in the news. Women are getting artificially inseminated. They're adopting children because they know they want to have that maternal instinct satisfied without the stress of being involved in a terrible relationship that's ultimately going to end up in failure. I mean, on behalf of all the women out there that are doing this, I cannot blame you, because I look around at the young men of today and I see the choices. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great guys out there. There's a lot of morally centered men who have goals, who are doing the right thing, who are getting their education and going out there and making themselves you know hey great candidates for a family unit. But there's a very large majority of young men out there today. I can't blame the women for not wanting to start a family with some of these kind of guys that are out there. They're doing all these things. There's so much anger. There's so much hatred. There's a lot of crime. There's no sense. Of there's no dedication. There's no sense of responsibility. I mean, and this is a symptom, a sign of the sickness that's permeating our society. And it starts with that family unit, that central unit, okay, with a mother and a father that are devoted and love each other and that stay together no matter what. I mean, when the vows are spoken at the altar, you know, no matter what, through health, through sickness, till death do you part, you stay together. But somehow that promise, it has lost its meaning. And that is the core of the problem with American families today, and why you're seeing, credit spiking out of control. People, in this throwaway society that seem to think that, if it doesn't work, just throw it out. You know, nobody makes their own stuff anymore. Nobody fixes their own stuff. You always bring it to somebody else. I mean, it's all about throwaway. It's all about temporary. Nothing matters. Nothing lasts. If you don't like it, just throw it in the garbage. That's the problem. Nobody has a sense. There's no faithfulness. There's no linking to stability. It's all just move on and nothing lasts. And that is the core of the problem. That's the sickness that I see, and I've done a diagnostic, and my diagnostic has revealed that there's a problem with the American family unit. And if we can look to other people like Barack Obama to solve our problems, but it's not going to happen. The problem solution starts, just like he says, from the bottom up, not from up down. Okay, it starts from the bottom. It starts from that very central basic thing called the family unit. In order to get ourselves out of this recession, to get ourselves out of this this feeling like we don't belong, and this kind of disconnect with our fellow brother and sister human beings. We need to start with that family unit. And I'm a statistic. I'm doing the best I can to overcome uh, the faults and the weaknesses of being a single parent. I mean, I'm missing a whole half of a family unit, and my child is suffering for it, and I feel that guilt, as all of us should who have come from broken families. It is our responsibility as adults to provide that model family unit for our children. We can turn this around. We can turn it around by showing our children that we can be faithful and stay together. And when things don't seem to be working out, that we don't have to just throw each other away. Okay? And so that's the key. So go out there, love one another, be faithful to one another, be loyal to one another. Okay? Don't just throw each other away. Okay? People have value. Humans have it's a priceless value. Okay? And that includes your life partners, your husband or your wife, your brothers and sisters. We need to start healing with that family unit. That is where we can stop the sickness, and all the symptoms of this illness will begin to go away. Okay, is when we start with the family unit. All right, so that's the word of the day for the smack. Okay, so go out there, and take care of your families. Okay, all right.